Sunday, another episode of Weekly Comic Wrap Up, episode 27. It's a big one, it's a fun one. But guys, before we get into it, I hope everyone had an awesome week. I can tell you straight up, mine sucked. I'm sick like a dog, so if I sound like a frog all night tonight, you know why. You know why. But we're getting through it. We're getting through it. But yeah, man, happy weekend to everybody. Some fun stuff took place this week. But we'll get into all of that very shortly, because I want to make sure I do all of that with tonight's guest, man. My guest tonight is one of the guys I just really enjoy, watching, checking out on YouTube, listening to. Sometimes I'm driving to work, man, and I have him full blast in the speakers, and I love hearing him because it's straight truth. The guy refuses to keep it average. He always keeps it savage, right? And if you don't believe me, well,
I think I captured myself a mouse once again. Okay, and we're talking about this nice big ass rat. A lot of people who were on YouTube always felt inclined, like, hey, I'm a YouTuber, so if you do a mystery box, don't half-ass it on me. Like, you need to fucking make sure that bitch is well beyond. If I paid $200 for your mystery box, there better fucking be $1,000 worth of shit in there, because I'm gonna put it on video.
Straight to the point, no bullshit. That's the way I like it, and that's who we've got tonight, guys. None other than Thoro, Montana, baby.
Yeah, you already know what time it is, man. We're invading Canada this time, but yo, Black Crown, I appreciate you, my brother. Thank you for having me on here. Yo, shout out to everybody out there. Shout out to all the freaking Black Crown natives, everybody up in Canada, everybody in the US. Make sure y'all following my dude Black Crown Comics. Can't say enough about him, man. Great dude. I appreciate the invite once again. And then yeah, Savage Army, man. Gonna be invading here for a little bit.
There you go, man. Yeah, no, I appreciate you swinging by. I wanted to do the year, but yeah, I can't get it the way you do it, man. I'm an ex-singer, bro. No way I can get that growl, man. I don't know how you do it. But you do it good. But yeah, man. Thanks for hopping on, man. I know you just recently dropped some videos. The last one was community related, man. It was pretty interesting. I was checking it out. Tell us a little bit about some of the latest content you've been dropping, because we've been seeing some of the fun stuff. I actually saw you had Nemesis, my boy Nemesis, our boy Nemesis. Yeah, you guys got banned from a con. How? What the?
Yeah, dude. It just goes to show you, just like, how freaking just far-fetched all this crap gets.
Yeah.
If you're gonna come out and speak the truth about things, it's gonna upset a lot of people. For me, you already know. I just heard you say it. I don't give a damn. The truth is the truth, and yes, the truth hurts. But yeah, we got banned from a damn show. They had our pictures up there, mugshots from YouTube. Myself, Nemesis, Comic Dunes, Sub-Zero.
Yeah.
Who else we had? Nick GQ.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we were on there. They were like, yo, do not allow. They even gave like where the hell we're from.
Yeah.
They gave our names and said it's like, yo, these folks are not allowed into this show. I was like, you know what? I'm glad I didn't even go, because I was planning on going with some of the guys, but it is what it is, man.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. I even, when all that stuff was going down, I was watching the episode and I'm like, man, I can't believe it got to that extreme. But anyways, man, hey, you guys are doing your good stuff, man. Like I was telling Nemesis as well, pedal to the metal, man, and you're doing exactly what needed to be done. So props to you, and for always keeping it savage. That's exactly it. Straight truth. But
appreciate it, man. Appreciate that.
But yeah, man. All right, guys. We're gonna get into the show, but before we do, Thoro, I just want to give a quick shout out to everybody here in the chat. We got our brother Newbie Comics in the house. We got Michael Baker, who's chilling here in the chat as well. You got Spinetix crew there. Yeah, okay. Fifth wedding, bro. He's killing me. But yo, I caught your show last night, man. It was a good one. You guys always crushing it. You got Captain Obvious. What up, Thoro? Yeah, Captain Obvious. Appreciate you being here. You got Cliff celebrating big, man. He got the champagne bottles, won himself an award on the Comic Book Community Awards with Council of Comics. So shout out to them. Congratulations. There you go. You got Constantino out west in Canada, my brother Constantino. Appreciate you being here with us. We were just talking this fool right here who got banned.
Man, every show we gotta fucking ask if we're on the list now of
Yep.
being banned from like any show we decide to even go to. I had to
Yeah.
ask about they had a WinterCon out in Queens, and I was asking people freaking down laughing. I was like, bro, I was like, I need to know because I was like, if I'm trying to go out that freaking thing, what the hell am I gonna drive all the way out there for what? I was like,
Yep.
freaking crazy.
I'm a bit concerned because I'm supposed to be going to Terrificon with Nemesis, so now I don't know.
Just don't get in line with him, man.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna go 4 people behind him. But
Exactly.
brother Uni's in the house, man. Uni he just locked himself down in PS5. PS5, man. The guy's straight gaming right now.
Did he win that on what now?
Probably no. He went to pick it up. I think he's practicing to kick Hyper's ass in Street Fighter. That's what's going on.
Oh,
That's what's
damn,
going
okay.
on. Yeah. Steph's in the house, man. Steph, bro, appreciate you being here. You got Captain Crook in the house. TK's in the house, man. Yes, hopefully I'm gonna see him tomorrow. It's snowing like crazy up here in Montreal right now, man. Yeah, I know. No surprise to you, right?
Yeah.
Guy here.
Like, what else can you expect, man?
Exactly. Manny the Hobgoblin, man. Yo, Manny, appreciate you being here. Another fellow nominee within the same category as myself. So appreciate you swinging by. And yeah, man, keep pumping up the content, man. Keep doing what you're doing, bro. RP's here. You got JF in the house. I think we got almost everybody. Lefteros Comics in the house. We're going to go through some of his FOC picks of the week very shortly. And our brother right here, bro, Hyper. Yeah, man. Hyper's in the house. 2 of my favorite content creators. Stop lying, bro. Why you flirting with us like this out in public, man?
Oh, man.
Who else we got here? We got Nick Soti in the house. BCC, I'm coming for you. There you go. Oh no, here we go. Don't do this. Who else we got? Oh, Marissa, love of my life is in the house. Greatly appreciate her being here. Again, on the other side of the room, probably watching TV, hating my voice right now, but appreciate your support, babe. Guy Forge in the house, man. Yes, Canada goes savage tonight. The Cousins.
That's right.
There you go, man. That's true. You guys are from the same area, right?
No.
There you go.
Yeah.
You got there you go. Melanin and Manga, another winner last night. Appreciate the girls being here. Means a lot. But all right, Thoro.
So
Let's get into the fun stuff. I think we got everybody. We're gonna get into the FOC picks of the week first, but before we do, I gotta ask you: are you ready?
yeah, you already know, bro.
All
Full
right,
pedal to the metal, man. I ain't slacking, bro. Let's go.
All right, FOC picks of the week by Lefteros Comics, and of course, you can support Lefteros by going to visit Comic Nation as well, man. Visit Comic Nation US and get your FOC orders in with them using the discount code Black Crown for an additional 5% discount. Now, let's get into the first book because it's a short one. It's gonna be a short list, bro. There's no Marvel. We're kicking it off with DC Action Comics 1061. Apparently, we're gonna have the death of Bizarro in this one, so that carries a bit of weight, I guess.
Yeah, listen, this is definitely going to be a pickup, regardless of what anybody wants to be like. Oh, who cares? He's going to come back. Pick it up. The reason why I'm saying this is because Jason Aaron, who I'm a huge fan of, not because he's written one of my favorite characters, Thor, for Marvel, but because he's an excellent writer. I'm glad to finally see him moving on over and doing something different. I think that this is going to play out well. I think this series right here is definitely going to be impactful. So want to be just picking up. I know people are like, yo, Superman sucks. And I trust me, I get it. But Jason Aaron could be that guy that could be turning this around for Soup. So let's see, man.
Yeah, exactly, man. And I think that's where most of the faith goes into. It's Jason Aaron at this point, right? Doing his thing. But Death of Bizarro, man. I don't know. Like I said, might carry a bit of weight, but definitely a good pickup for this week's FOC. Another one here, though, Berserker Fallen Empire. Now, look, I'm not the biggest fan of the Berserker stuff. I'll be honest with you. Now, we're hitting a second printing for this one right here of the one-shot Origin of Berserker. That's just my opinion. You tell me yours.
Yeah. Nah, listen, I like I love anything with thrones. So anytime I see a throne cover, this is a must have for me. I'm a big Keanu Reeves fan. I said there's literally two people that I respect when it comes to Hollywood, and that's Keanu Reeves and
Yeah,
Denzel Washington. So, but Keanu has been forever my favorite. No bias because I'm a big Bill and Ted fan. I will watch that movie
so
24/7
good.
if I could.
Yeah,
But the series is up and down. I think more, the sales and everything on this book is more coming because everybody's waiting for the live action
yeah.
and for the anime. So the anime, I'm 100% like I'm looking forward to that. I can't wait for that. So, but dope ass book, man, dope ass cover. I don't know in today's day and age how second printings are functioning. Back in the days, second printings used to come out because something was sold out. I
Yeah.
don't technically think a lot of things are selling out. I think they're just getting in the habit of just reprinting things and putting them out there. And trust me, I'll end up finding this Berserker Fallen Empire still on the walls at LCSs.
Yeah.
So it's not like this thing, I don't think it's a definitive, freaking earned second printing. Let's just put it that way.
And it's funny you mentioned that because I was actually talking to Lefteros about an hour before coming on, and I was like, "Yo, I'm surprised because we were talking Assassin's Creed Visionaries, and that now is hitting a second print on FOC. It's not on his list." And I was like, "Dude, they're saying it's your second chance type thing." So I was under the impression first print already sold out. Not the case, bro. Not the case. They're already just going to second print,
Yeah.
is what it sounds like. So, yeah, I agree with you, man. It looks like we're seeing a lot more of that. So. Anyways, but before we get into it, yo, I don't know how your chest is feeling. Thoro, you were telling me you were feeling a little sick too. But we got to step it up for our boy over here. The chest slapper is in the house, bro.
There
He's
you
in
go.
the
There you
house.
go. Might knock out some of the mucus.
Yeah,
That's what it do.
there you go, man. We probably need BX to take care of us, man. But I appreciate you being here, bro. And of course, Immortal Idiots in the house, man. Another fellow Montrealer, bro. Appreciate him. Who else we got? We got Gen X Comics in the house, man. Thank you for swinging by with us. But all right, let's move on to the next one. We got Green Lantern number 7. This is the cover A. And solicitation states this issue will feature death of a major Green Lantern character. Sure.
Kind of falls under the Bizarro death. I don't know what the hell everybody's dying now.
I guess.
Again, is this going to carry any weight?
Yeah.
I was reading the Green Lantern series. I stopped at issue 3. I wasn't too fond of it. So I have no idea what the hell's happening on issue 7. To be honest with you, I know it says the death of a major. I mean, at this point, dude, can we really count on especially for people that are taking a gamble on all these different books? Can you actually expect a return on these things? I don't know. The only way anything like that would is if it's going to be something so impactful that they will never bring this character back to life. Like that would be a major selling point. But other than that, what happens in comic book land? Everybody gets bought back. So that's the bad part, man.
Has anyone come back quicker than Miss Marvel? And I'm not talking about the latest death of Miss Marvel because she actually died once before as well.
That won't be it.
And that was a quick return as well,
bro. I think she's had the quickest, like comeback ever out of anybody after death.
Yeah. If they were saying FYI, this Green Lantern in the backup story will likely be first team appearance of the Sinister Sons.
Okay.
Oh,
so all right. So then there you go.
That carries a little more weight there. There you go. So
man.
might keep an eye out. But all right. Another one we got here is Swan Songs number 6, and you have the Ice Cream Man crossover issue. What's pretty cool about this is there's also, I think it's the 1 in 50, man, that has the Ice Cream Man on it as well. Yeah. And Swan Songs has been pretty cool, man. I've been enjoying some of the stories along the way. I'm a little behind though, man. I think I'm at issue 4. So still got to catch up. But it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So
dope little cover for me. I have no idea about Swan Songs. Have not checked it out. I think I bought the first issue because I was interested in it, but I just didn't even have the time to check it out. So I'm gonna have to go in and read it. If it's something that you recommend,
it's all right.
Canada, I'm gonna hold you accountable, bro.
Oh, there you go. There you go. I don't want no bad blood, bro. Please.
I'll check it out, man. Got to make some time to read.
Yeah. But all right, man. Moving on from Swan Songs, here we're getting TMNT 147, and things are winding down for the Turtles, bro. That's right. 150 is apparently where it's going to be hidden reset or whatever it may be. But you got a Raphael cover depiction by Vincenzo Federici on this one. Very nice cover, bro. It always scares me when I see black covers. Always does.
Yeah,
But it's a nice one.
because you could definitely, anything black, red, anything like that, man. You're gonna see every defect possible on it.
Yeah.
This freaking dope ass cover has my favorite Ninja Turtle on it, so I'm not skipping out on this one just because it's Raphael on the cover.
Yeah.
But I've been, I'm a huge Turtles fan, huge Turtle fan, but I just have been like, it's a love and hate relationship with me and Ninja Turtle comic books right now.
Hmm.
Last Ronin, always money. But when it comes to TMNT, bro,
Yeah.
it's like, here we go, and then right down in the freaking dumps.
Yep.
So I've been on and off with this freaking title. Really hasn't been catching my attention, and Sophie Campbell has been, when it comes to writing the turtles. So I haven't been too big on it.
I'm in full agreement with you when it comes to Last Ronin being absolutely banger.
Yeah.
It's one of the most kick-ass things I've read Turtles related. But now with it winding down, and I guess Sophie Campbell's gonna be hopping off as of 150, if I'm not mistaken,
Yep.
right? So
Yep.
yeah, I'm looking
Yeah,
forward
and,
to seeing.
and there has to be a good reason behind it, man. Again, it's not knocking her work and what she does, because it takes a lot for anybody to become a writer.
Yeah.
But yeah, Sophie Campbell has just been on a roller coaster with the Turtles title.
Yep. No, for sure. We just want to say a quick shout out to Katie, who's in the house. Yes, she just wrapped up her show. After this one, guys, go check out the replay, man. Go support, sub up, show some love.
So
But we also got Comic Ozzy in the house. My brother Ozzy, man, Paisano is in the house. So appreciate you being here.
man,
Like I was saying, lately they haven't had the TMNTs together enough, but
nah,
it's still pretty cool with Donatello's last issue. Yep. All right. Moving on from this, we've got Transformers issue 4. Dude, this John Boy cover is absolutely amazing. I love it. John Boy, maybe I'm biased, bro. I love John Boy covers, but this is a wraparound, man, and it's straight fire. I am definitely picking this up.
yeah, this is another one. I've been super interested. I enjoyed the first one. I know there's a lot of people that were like, man, that first issue was phenomenal.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, it's dope. The thing is, where it becomes phenomenal for me is when you start getting the 2, 3, and so on and so forth. But now I'm definitely gonna be picking this up, and I freaking agree with you, bro, on this. John Boy Myers is a hell of a damn artist. My man's a beast.
Yep.
And I mean, just look at what he put on there with Optimus Prime.
Yeah, dude, it's amazing. Now, just besides the cover, I gotta say, Transformers, the whole Energon universe,
Yes.
everything has
Yep.
been great, man. I'm enjoying it, so it's a double win for me, in my opinion. But the big win is Ronnie just discovered this channel, man. So appreciate you, Ronnie, swinging by and subbing up, man. Keep
That's what's
enjoying some
up, man.
content. Keep coming back, bro. But that's it, man. That's pretty much it. It's a short FOC list this week. Not much going on because there is no Marvel on FOC this week. But
Yeah.
still, regardless, you saw some of those picks, and definitely support Left Arrows by following Comic Nation US. Go
What's
visit
up,
the
man?
website, get your orders in, and use Black Crown for an additional 5% discount. And of course, Left Arrow's got an even more extended list on Cover Price. That's right. He writes articles on Cover Price for New Comic Book Day, FOC. Hell, he even does the weekly shakers and stuff like that. So keep an eye out. Keep an eye out. Go visit Cover Price, man, and support our boy.
That's what's up, man. Shout out to Leftero. So I tell everybody, yo, that dude, I always got to give him a big shout out, man. He doesn't push anything upon anybody. It's something that, like, hey, here's the information. I'm just
Yep.
providing you with info, and I mad respect to him, man. And keep up with that damn list, man. Just keep doing it. Keep it honest, and that's all I care about, because you don't see too many of these lists being
Yep.
honest anymore, bro.
No,
It's all
exactly,
about,
man.
like, I pre-ordered 50 copies of this book. Let's get it
No,
going.
no. Dude, I've known the guy for years, and I'll be honest with you, he's never once looked at me and be like, yo, stock up. Like, he just tells me this is what I know, and then you do what you want with it. And that's
Yeah,
how he does it on all platforms, guys. So that's why nothing but
that's
love.
what's up.
But enough about Lefteros. Although we do love the guy. we've got market stuff to talk about, bro, and there's been some interesting sales, man. So I'm gonna ask you again, bro. You ready?
Yeah, let's go, man.
All right. And that's not me shredding the guitar, guys. I don't know if you noticed. I got one left. One left me the other day. I only have one left. That's it. I'm buying a drum set. I'm letting you know. Uh, but all right, man. So market reports. We're gonna go over some of the stuff from CBSI list, cover price list, eBay, Go Collect, Key Collector, you name it, any list. It could be anyone's list. We're gonna look at some of the sales that took place, and like I said, some of them always tend to blow my mind, man. So let's get into the first one. And of course, we're going to get into some of the cosmic Marvel stuff because it seems to be the hot shit this last couple weeks, right? So you got Nova #1 over here, origin and first appearance of Nova, Richard Rider, and the CGC 98 selling for $1,050 came in at number 10 on cover price. This book, bro, I see go up, down, up, down, and that's almost pretty much Nova as a whole, bro. Like he's been on hiatus in comics right now, but this book right here, man, pretty impressive sale. I mean, nothing crazy. I've seen higher, but what's your thoughts?
So for me, I listen. I love Nova. I enjoy the character. I've always thought that it was a well written character. But like you said, the problem with this book is it takes some dramatic jumps, bro.
Yep.
This could 1 second be a $200 book, bro, and it will jump up to $1,000 like nothing. And just in the same fashion, it could be at 1,050 like it is right here,
Yep.
and it could just take a dramatic freaking dump once again. And that's the problem. I honestly would love to know, like everybody. I remember that I was at that time was freaking going hard on this because I was like, man, eventually they need to incorporate Nova into the especially after introducing the Nova Corps and everything like that
Yeah.
in the
Bro,
Guardians
Xandar.
of the Galaxy. Yeah,
Xandar. Yeah.
yeah. So all that stuff, man, I was like, you could have just it would have been perfect timing. But again, the MCU is the MCU, and we see where the MCU is at right now.
Yeah.
And majority of this, I just feel like, again, it shouldn't be generating interest because it's being related to movies or anything being announced or rumors. This should just solely be just based on the characters themselves. I mean, these are nostalgic freaking characters, and yeah, man, dude, it's a book that I hate to love and love to hate.
Yeah.
It's just it's all over the freaking place. But for me, in all honesty, it's a hard one to be dropping money like that on, like, and
Yeah.
just because of the massive freaking fluctuations that
Yeah.
happen with it all the time.
You're spot on because it's exactly that, man. The fluctuation, and like one of the things that I always did was I feel like Nova 1 has always been one of those books I keep on the back burner, and I'm like, yeah, I'll pick it up in a high grade eventually. You know what I mean? Like I always
Yeah.
end up picking up something else because I'm like, it'll come back down, it'll go up, it'll come back down, and it's continuously doing that. Now I was blessed enough to get a copy, but it's still doing the exact same things, man. I do hope we see
Yeah.
some Nova. I say it almost every week, bro. I want to see Annihilation take place, but
Yeah.
I don't think Marvel will give us that. But we'll see in
Nah,
time, man. We'll see in time.
yeah, I don't think as much as I would love for that to happen, bro. I
Yeah,
just don't ever see it coming to life.
yeah. Aaron Yeager saying when I was a kid, my mom and dad bought me this book and the rest 125 set for $14, and I still have it to this day mint. Yo, the fact you
That's
were
dope.
able to keep any book mint from when you were a kid is
Yeah,
impressive. Impressive.
big time. 'Cause I
Yeah,
know my spawn #1. That was my first comic book ever, yo. That thing is beat to death. I still have it. I still have
Mine
it.
mine was Venom, License to Kill, and it was dude, that
Nice.
that
Nice.
that shit was torn to shit, like, torn to shit. But, man, thank God, because it's still a dollar book. Oops, sorry.
Facts.
But, alright, let's get into this one, man. Fantastic Four 48, of course, all the buzz with, Anya-Taylor and all that stuff, but Fantastic Four 48 getting some love. First appearance of Silver Surfer, cameo of Galactus. CGC 85 sold for $3,240 and the VF fair market value $1,200 coming in at number 5 on cover price. Not too bad, dude. again, another one that it always holds. You know what I mean? I've
Yeah.
never seen this one drop. That's for sure. But it's no small book. Definitely getting a lot more attention. Seeing more sales taking place. It's just off of the fact of the Silver Surfer buzz that's going around. What's your thoughts?
Yeah. Damn, dude. Again, another one that I'm a big Surfer fan, just like everybody out there. Again, why does it have to jump when there's an announcement? And then people, and mind you, that's even what all the talks about, like you just said, Anya-Taylor and all that. I,
Yep.
I, I just don't get it, man. I think what people don't realize is you go and pay that much money, and then all of a sudden you're gonna be sorely, sorely freaking mad because the damn book can go back down. Yeah, does it stay consistent? Yeah, it does, but at the same time, it does takes its freaking nice little dumps. Because I remember seeing an 8.5 at a show, and this was freaking what? Let me see, we're in freaking maybe like around March or April, and I saw this like around freaking same grade. It was nowhere near this price point, bro. They literally were asking for like $1,400 at that time,
Phew.
and I was like, yeah, you look at it now and it's like, damn, it just doubled in price.
Yep.
Is yeah, that's it's a tough one, bro. You can't put all your chips on deck
Yeah.
because that's the biggest worry with the market. If I was anybody, I know a lot of people were like, hey, like I'd rather buy it graded. Try to get yourself a raw copy of this book. Try to get a
100.
raw copy. And check out everything. If it has any defects, it has any touch up, you'll be able to tell those things.
Yeah.
And that's what I try to tell people all the time. It's like because trying to get it graded, bro, I
Mm-mm.
honestly I feel like you're gonna lose out. And as much as people try to say, hey, yeah, it's a great investment in this, I'm all about the gambles, bro.
Yeah.
The gambles.
No,
So
same for me, man. I've been on the hunt for 48 and 49, more than 48. Like I've been wanting a 49 for the longest time. Fantastic Four. I'm gonna buy it raw. No way I'm buying it graded.
yeah.
I don't want to pay that CGC premium, man.
And more people, what's crazy is like more people. I don't know how it is in Canada up there for you guys, but down here in the states, a lot of people are barely buying graded books, bro. I mean, a couple of my buddies that do shows and things like that all over the East Coast, they've
Yeah,
told me the same thing. They were like, dude, I don't even bother taking graded books. I just take boxes of raw books. If
yeah,
I have any wall books and things like that, they're all raw.
yeah,
And they'll sell them all day. But if you try to take anything graded, bro, it's like very few that he's like, you know what, the whole damn day I sold one slab, and he's like, it's pointless to even carry all of that with me. And
yeah,
so yeah, it's very telling of how the market is right now, bro.
yeah. No, exactly, man. And I just prefer, picking up such grails in a raw condition. So I could tell you one thing though, sending to CGC from Canada sucks, bro. Like we pay that
Uh,
little extra. That's all I gotta say, man. But otherwise, if I was in the States, I'd be shipping like crazy. I think I'd be having
maybe,
boxes all the time.
maybe they'll eventually freaking open up a freaking building up there in Canada or something. Who the hell
Oh,
knows?
they'd make a
Yeah.
killing, but they as long as they're consistent with grading, that's all I ask, man. That's
Yeah.
all I ask.
That's another major factor too, man. And that's why I said I was like, can you really honestly trust sometimes the graded books, bro?
Yeah,
'Cause it's like I've had instances where I was like, I cracked something open and I'm like, man, you know what? Let me go and send it to get pressed by somebody.
yeah,
And sometimes it ends up coming down lower than the
lower.
original
Yeah,
grade. So I'm like, damn, I just paid, for example, we'll be like, we just paid 3,240 on this for
yeah,
8.5. You get it pressed because you're like, it has some defects that I think we could touch up, and then that bitch
yeah.
comes back at 8.0 or something. Ah,
Yeah.
damn, dude, I'd be done.
I've seen that way too often, man. But anyways, just want to give a shout out. You got Caroline in the house. Caroline, you
What's
being
going on?
here means the world. Appreciate you coming to show some love. And of course, my brother in Creed. Yes, that's right. We listen to Creed, the comic raider, man. Appreciate him being here. Definitely go check out his IG, man. Posting some fun stuff. You got Guy Ford saying Thor knows. Old
Oh,
dirty
there,
D.
yeah, ODB, man. Gotta keep it raw.
There you go, man. Constantino saying, yeah, CGC in Canada would bring them bank. Don't get why they haven't expanded here
Yeah.
yet. Ah, man, I could imagine it's a whole nightmare for them too, man. But anyways, More Silver Surfer shit. We got Hercules, Twilight of a God, issue 4, the dollar book that's gone explosive in the last couple weeks.
Yeah.
This is where Juno becomes Silver Surfer. It's not the actual first appearance of her. That's issue 1, but the raw issue selling at $50. That was a high sale, man. Came in at number 2 on cover price. That's that. Yeah.
It's very telling again. Anything that freaking happens, bro, any news that comes out, and immediately people want to jump on it.
Yeah.
I spoke about this book. I think it was like 2 months ago, bro, and I just told people go check. You're gonna find it. It's in the bag, bitch. Nobody cared. This is not the greatest freaking Hercules series either. It was a limited series. It was, what was it? They ended up. She ends up becoming Silver Surfer because she goes to Galactus,
Yep.
and this is, she goes to Galactus and tells him, yeah, my uncle saved you, so you owe him. And boom, then voila, she becomes. So I was like, what the hell? I was like, this has been the worst shit ever. Like I read this and I still remember it, and I was just kind of like, man, what a hot mess. It
Yeah.
wasn't anything crazy. So again, anything that roams, anything that rumors start to get put out there, and would I be surprised if the MCU decides to do this?
No.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Not at freaking all, man.
Yeah. I look, I do think the better of the two, I would want to see Frankie Ray. If they go any route, I just feel like Frankie
Mhm.
Ray's got a little more of that tie, especially Fantastic Four stuff. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, kind of like what Derek said. Yo, Derek, appreciate you, man. Saying spec is back, baby. That's where we're at, man. See, it ain't as dead as people make it sound out to be. But what is cool is that not many people actually even knew about Juno prior, man. That's one
No.
thing I will say is now everybody's become a Juno expert. So shout out, I guess, on that end. On that end, we can show some appreciation.
Um,
Yeah. But all right, man. Enough of that shit. Let's get into some DC territory. Harley Quinn, Black, White, Redder, number 5. This is the 1 in 25 ratio by Nakayama. And Nakayama with his negative spaces sometimes can be a little redundant, but man,
yeah.
when he hits home runs, he really does. Raw near mint for this $90, man,
Yeah.
coming in at number 11 on cover price. Thoro, you have a shop, right?
Nah, not anymore.
Done.
Not anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, that's done.
Through the shop experience, though, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You've had the experience.
Mhm.
Ratios were people always calling like, yo, set me this ratio aside. Like how was the
No,
ratio side of things?
that's everybody. It was the same thing, bro. It's like people call up, "Hey, do you have this book? Do you have this? Do you have that?" And it's like you got to remember whenever you're trying to get any ratios, you gotta freaking put in the order. Sometimes you also gotta qualify because they
Yeah.
can go ahead and say, "Hey, you need to order 50 copies of the previous book before this."
Mhm.
So this could end up turning out being worse than a 1 in 25. But this, when we used to order, everybody and a mother, like when something would get hot, it was like, "Hey, do you have this book?" And it's like in a panic. Or
Yeah.
they would come into the shop and they'd be like, "Hey, do you have this book?" And I'm like, "No, we don't. It just sold. Somebody just bought it."
Yeah.
But this book is beautiful, man. I was trying to get this one for my wife. I went to my comic shops. None of them had it because nobody ordered it.
Yeah.
They weren't ordering 25 copies. So
Yeah.
that's very telling on this book as to why you could probably be seeing it at $90. And I'm
Yep.
sure, like I know I saw him on Midtown Comics. And Midtown Comics in New York, they had them and they were asking for like $60. But if you were on eBay, some people on eBay were selling them for $25. They were selling them for ratio. And by the time I got to those things were already sold. And I was like, man, just gorgeous book. I was like, my wife saw it and she was like, because she's a Harley fan.
Yeah.
And after that, she was just like, oh, she's like, no more. I was like, nope, nobody has them. But $90, nah, I ain't paying it because eventually it'll
Yeah.
come. Because remember that Totino Tedesco, beautiful damn Harley Quinn.
Yep.
Remember that
Yep.
book when it freaking came out
Yep.
and everybody was going for it.
And yo,
Um,
it hit some good coin
and it
too,
hit,
man.
yeah. And now dude, you can find that shit for like $10.
Ah,
So yeah, it just goes to show you, can this last
yeah.
on the aspect of, like I said, pretty much all 4 shops that I have around me here, none
Yeah.
of them qualified for it because nobody ordered 25 copies because nobody's picking up freaking Harley Quinn like that. So
Yeah, I was holding Hyper's comment up just because he's telling K-pop that he spent 6 hours at a con and only did two booths. People would think I'm
Mm.
plotting something, and Comic Raider so far has comment of the night. Yes, he was plotting something epic. Yeah.
There you go, man. There you
Love it, love it. But yeah, man, I find the ratios are definitely one of those things that you see explode out the gate, and then
exactly.
they have an epic collapse. Now, speaking ratios, here's another interesting one. You got Black Panther issue number 6. This is the 1 in 25 ratio. I don't know if you read it, but here we've got the first appearance of King Ntelli and first full appearance of Kivuma. Now, Kivuma you saw in issue 5 at the end. Pretty interesting being. But King Ntelli was pretty badass. You got a raw near mint selling at 102.50 US dollars. 17. That's right, number 17 on cover price. I think the cover alone though is bomb. It's pretty nice.
It's a dope ass cover, man. I saw I saw these sitting at the LCSs. Nobody was really picking them up.
Nope.
And for me, the only thing that I I wish that they would get better writers on Black Panther. I
Yeah.
feel like the storyline is always redundant. I've been picking all this stuff up because I've been trying to see. They were at one point saying how Tosin was supposed to eventually come back. He
Yeah.
ended up following him as he got exiled. And it's the typical T'Challa story, bro. It's like you
Yep.
get exiled and repeat and rinse, bro. That's just seems the same old behavior when it comes to Black Panther. But for me,
Yeah.
I've not been a fan of this storyline. I thought that it could have been way better, but it hasn't been my favorite to say the least.
Yeah, no, that's exactly it, man. I remember, because somebody was asking me in the chat not too long ago, like, "Yo, what do you think about Black Panther's current run?" I found it very slow, out the gate.
Yeah,
Like, issue 5 kind of
it's
gave me a little hope.
wasting time, bro.
Yeah,
They wasted a crap ton of time from issues 1 all the way through 5,
yeah,
and then you get the cameo appearance and everything like that.
yeah,
But dude, it just has not been. I was like, come on, man. It's like at least by the second. Great example, Incredible Hulk.
yeah,
Incredible
yeah.
Hulk, first freaking issue that dropped, bro, was a banger.
It was so
Second
good.
issue, great.
Yeah.
Third, beautiful. But just I'm like, man, what the hell, yo? Like y'all could do something different with Black Panther. They just I don't know. They
Yeah.
just choose not to, bro.
Yeah, and I'm loving the Incredible Hulk, man. Like, to be honest with you, now you
Hell
got
yeah.
that Ghost Rider from World War One.
Yep.
Dude, so cool,
I think
so
it's
cool.
freaking badass, bro.
Yeah, but yeah, man. So I agree with you on Black Panther. Still, 102
Uh,
US dollars. It's pretty impressive.
Again, all depending on how many shops ordered it, bro.
Yep. But
That's the other thing.
this one here, man, this is a big one, dude. Amazing Spider-Man 654. This is the second print. Now Flash Thompson becomes Venom, Agent Venom in this one. And a CGC 98 sold for 3,300 US dollars. This was a cover
Mm.
price shaker. Bro, this is some heavy coin for I guess we can call a modern grail, because 98s, there's not too many of them on the census.
Nah.
I think it's well over maybe 50 or something like that. So
Yeah.
just to give you an idea.
So for me, this book, I own this book. I have it raw. I don't get it graded. I used to own 6 copies of this damn book.
Yeah.
That's how. Yeah, and I found these in back bins, bro. Nobody batted an eye at these things. I used to just pick up second prints and things like that. But this book right here, man, I remember seeing this not too long ago. It was freaking, I think anybody and a mother would have been able to afford a nice little copy for themselves. I
Yeah.
remember I saw one on eBay several months ago, and that thing was raw. They were only asking 200 for it. I was like, damn. I
Yeah.
was like, I'm not gonna buy it because I already have it. I don't want no more damn comic books. So freaking, I was like, yeah, somebody gets it. I was like, damn, and that was sitting on eBay for quite some time. It was sitting there for like a month or so, and then finally somebody, I guess, pulled the trigger on it,
Yeah.
and I was like, hey, this is what it is, man.
Yep. Shout out to them for $200. If they got themselves a 98
Yeah.
copy, hey,
Who the hell, yeah.
made some bank.
Yeah.
But
Oh, yeah, big time.
pretty insane sale right here, man. 3,300 US dollars in Canadian conversion, bro. Let me tell you.
I
Yep,
can only imagine, bro.
exactly. You're well over 4,000. So
Yeah.
Yeah, but let's get into this, man. Beetlejuice #1. This is Harvey Comics. That's what's up, man. First appearance of Beetlejuice in comics. Raw near mint sold for 150 US dollars. Cover price shaker. Now, this obviously stemming from, we pretty much got confirmation that Beetlejuice 2 has wrapped up. So
Yep.
I think a lot of people are now hyped. I think you're gonna see the cast again. Dude, I want to see all of that unfold again, man.
Of course.
Beetlejuice, my childhood right there. So now to see it so many years later, I always worry. Because some things maybe you just leave it as it is, right? I never want to see a Scarface again, right? The
Yeah.
Scarface can never be touched again.
Nah, hell no. I remember they were talking about remaking that damn thing, and I was like, oh no, please
Yeah,
don't leave it alone. So this is beautiful, man. To be honest with you, remember kids book. I own this. I have 3 copies of this book because it's one of my favorite cartoons. I used to find this in bag bins all the damn time for $1. That's how much I bought this. I know 1 copy I bought for 50 cents at a flea market.
yeah,
Freaking glad I have it, but this was one of my favorite cartoons as a kid. Anybody that never had the chance to check out this Beetlejuice, animation, do yourselves a favor, man. By far one of the best cartoons because cartoons are not the same anymore. Like I like some stuff today, but it's nowhere near the caliber of cartoons from back then, bro, in the 90s.
Yep. No, for sure, man. And I say that all the time with my wife because, I have a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old, and, we got cartoons playing nonstop. It's all Netflix now. Saturday morning cartoons
Yeah,
doesn't exist, bro. And if it does,
nah,
I mean, it's nothing compared to what we had. So,
hell no, man.
yeah,
Nah, not at all. But then this one surprises me at the same time, man. 150, damn. That's
yeah,
I can imagine a 9.8 copy of this joint.
yeah. Well, we'll see, man. We'll see. I think
Uh,
there was a 9.6 sale maybe about a few weeks ago when I was checking eBay, but I'm curious to see what a 9.8 is going to go for now. All
and
right.
I gotta see my copy too. I can't remember if they had a newsstand.
Yeah.
I gotta look at the copies I have.
Oh, now you got me curious. Make sure you send me
No,
a
I'm
picture
curious.
after.
Yeah, I'll send you a picture. I gotta go through this hot mess back here, and I gotta find it.
But all right, man. Moving on from Beetlejuice, we've got Mad Max Fury Road, Furiosa #1. Now, obviously, again, and ironic, Anya-Taylor has been moving some comics. That's what's going on.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
exactly what's going on because you got the first appearance of Furiosa here in this comic. Warner Brothers dropped a trailer recently. And we see this book now moving raw copies going between 20 to 30 Canadian on eBay. It was a cover price. It was on the cover price shaker list. I think this is one of the books they're watching. But one thing I want to mention though is this is the first print. There's also a second print. Now check this out.
Um,
So Mad Max Fury Road, same book, second print. There's only 15 9/8 on the CGC census, and now a CGC 9/8 sale just took place for $182.48 Canadian.
damn.
That was on December 1st, 2 days ago.
Yeah.
And again, I think, knowing there's only 15 on the census on this end, pretty interesting, right? But I wonder how many copies are out there.
Yeah, let's see that. That's a big question. I know that there's one flea market around here where I'm at. I'm gonna have
Yeah,
to go and check them because they had a shit ton of copies inside of a freaking box. So
yeah.
I'd have to go and look and see if I freaking come across the second printing. But yo, fucking the trailer was crazy.
It was.
Trailer was crazy. I mean, I was like, yo, that's the Thor movie we all deserved. All right. Because
Chris
that's
Hemsworth.
yeah, I was like, yo, they couldn't have made this dude not look like Thor. I was like, come on, come on. But
Yeah.
I'm interested, bro. I love Mad Max. I thought it was a freaking dope ass movie. And yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. Who the hell knows? Maybe it'll be a book that ends up dying down after all the
Yeah.
commotion. The show comes out and maybe it doesn't do well.
Yeah.
And we'll see, man.
Yeah. Lefter was saying I bought 4 copies for $10 each because
Damn.
I'd been waiting and waiting to find some at cover, and then the trailer dropped. Yo,
Oh, that sucks. That's the
yeah,
worst.
he knew, he waited, patience, but 10
Yeah.
US ain't too bad. It ain't
Nah,
too
hell no,
bad.
bro.
Yeah,
It's not a bad gamble.
yeah. But we'll talk a bit more about the trailer in a bit, man. But yeah, the Thor comment. We'll bring that up after. The Saga of Swamp Thing 37. Yes, first full appearance of John Constantine. CGC 96 sold for $675.78 Canadian, came in at number 9 on CBSI. I mean, obviously a classic book, no matter what. This is one I think, any DC fan would want in their collection. I always felt like Marvel was slacking when it comes to a John Constantine character, and here we are now.
Yeah.
We've got Gods win more more or less along the lines of the same character. But again, and CGC 96 selling for 675 Canadian. Pretty good coin right there. Not too bad. Actually saw a higher sale take place. I think it was around 700 something on eBay, but I can't remember. I think it's because it fell out of the week,
Yeah.
so I didn't want to put it on the
Oh,
list.
okay.
But just to give you an idea, man. So 9.6, not too bad, not too bad. Again, beautiful book to have though.
No, hell yeah, yo, big time, bro. This is one of my favorite books. I have this book. I've forever been picking this book up when I was younger. Just because of John Constantine, one of my favorite characters in DC. I really hope that James Gunn at some point or another gets it together and says, "Hey, you know what? We're gonna do a Justice League Dark." That would speak volumes, bro. I think that with him, at the helms, and yeah, facts, bro. UniX has one of these because of me. So I actually had 12 copies of this book, bro. 12 freaking copies.
Holy shit.
I got rid of them through the years. I used to be on the auctions, doing auctions on YouTube and things. And I know that's right. I forgot Universe X was the one that bought one from me. But yeah, I had a crap ton of them, bro. And one of my favorite books. And I actually started rewatching Swamp Thing all over again because we have this damn streaming network called Tubi. I don't know if you guys have it up there in Canada.
Yeah, yeah.
But they give you everything, everything's on there for free. So they have Swamp Thing. They have the Swamp Thing series on there. Dude, I was watching it and I was like, yo, for the second go around, I'm on the third episode. I was like, yo, this show is fucking good.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, they should have freaking done a second season on it. But yeah, nothing happened, man. They had to wrap it up and they just had to kind of kill it. But man, I've been enjoying the damn show so far again, watching it the second time.
Yeah, no, it's funny you mentioned that because I remember when Swamp Thing they did announce that they weren't going to be having another season. There was a lot of people that were actually disappointed.
My man Hyper Combos 12 copies.
Yeah,
Bro, listen, I'll tell you how those 12 copies were acquired. 12 copies were acquired since the year 2000 going on forward. That's how 12 copies came in. Because at that time, bro, nobody cared, bro. I used to get this book for freaking $10 on the wall at the comic shops back in 2000. And then 2000 something else, I remember buying another copy. And then just over time, I just never got to those points where everybody was like, I think it was like 2015 going on fourth. That's when this book like freaking just picked up insanely.
Yeah.
So yeah, during that time period, bro, never bought this book from absolutely nobody because this book went freaking berserk. But other than that, yeah, it was just from the course of time, bro. 12 copies from the year 2000 just going on fourth before 2015. That's how the hell I got them. Yeah.
That's okay. Hey, Uni took care of me too, man. And he had way too many copies of Gargoyles. He sent me one. So Saturday morning cartoons, we were talking about it. Uni, I will never forget, bro. I keep it close.
Don't get me started on that book, bro. I have that's one of my damn favorite freaking cartoons.
Yeah,
back in the days. And yo, let me tell you, I used to find them for a quarter. Nobody gave a damn about those books, bro. I'm telling you, nobody gave a damn.
I'm checking.
And that's another one I remember selling a ton of, man. Everybody was always hitting me up. Everybody's like, yo, bro, I saw you show like 15 copies of that damn thing, like crackheads. They're like, yo, let me get one. I was like, bro, here. I used to just put them out. I was like, as long as I have my copies, bro, I'm perfectly fine.
Yep. Uni saying that's why you keep buying the Spider Boy Hyper. By 2030, you'll have 30 of them. There you go. Yeah, great
so
logic.
True, man. So true.
But all right, man. Let's get into back into the ratio stuff because this one was interesting. Came in at number 1 on CBSI. It's the X-Men Blue Origins number 1. This is the 1 in 50 Virgin ratio by EM Gist and raw copy selling for 120 Canadian dollars. That's again, this is a 150, man. So it's pretty impressive to see it at this price. Now, recently we got some, I guess we could say extra layers added to the story of Mystique when it comes to Nightcrawler and so forth.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much, also another reason to want to pick this up. But I do think this cover is pretty sick, man. It's kind of got like that, like I want to say a vintage James Bond poster type thing going on. Like, if that makes
Yeah.
any sense, like those type of movies, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, it gives you the vibes of the spy movies
yeah,
back in the days,
exactly. Spy movie.
007, all that.
Yeah,
And freaking to me, to be honest with you, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm not a fan of this joint.
yeah.
I'm not. I know that a lot of people have been talking about it. Everybody was like, "Oh, I should have." It reminds me of Steranko a lot.
Oh yeah,
It's like Steranko. He's always with this freaking color palette. And on top of that, the one thing I did like about this is how you see the shadows in different colors, and it's different transformations of her.
of her.
You
Yeah,
know, yeah. So I thought that was dope. But to be honest with you, I'm not a huge fan of it, bro, because it kind of sort of also reminds me of the remember the Marvel Masterpiece
yeah.
comic book covers that used to come out. Like a lot
Yo,
of those are dope as shit, but that's what it sort of reminds me of. So it really wasn't like anything where I'll be like, oh hell yeah, I need this in my life.
yeah.
Nah, I'm okay with this.
I actually have one of those Marvel Masterpiece comics. It's basically the cards that were, blown
Yeah,
up in
yep,
the
blown
comics.
up.
Yeah, signed by Joe Jusko. It was the
Nice.
Spider-Man one. But
Oh, that's what's up.
yeah, man,
Yeah,
you
because I
can
came out with some dope ass ones, man. I have the Hulk, Spidey,
yeah,
um, freaking what else was it? Ghost Rider. That was
yeah,
one of my favorite freaking covers.
the
But
best.
yeah, I don't know. On it, to be honest with you, bro, I think that this looks better with a freaking, with the freaking trade dress on it. I
Oh,
think I like it. Yeah, I'd like it better like this. I'm not too big of a fan of it, bro.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm not. I see UniX said I haven't seen the trade version of it. I've always kept seeing this popping up all the time.
yeah,
So yeah, I have to look up a picture of that damn trade because for me, I was like, yeah, I don't know, way too much emptiness.
yeah.
But yeah, that's again, somebody said different strokes. Yeah, that's right, Derek. Yeah, this stroke ain't for me, bro.
There you go.
Uh,
But yeah, man. All right, let's get to the next one. We've got Batman. Your boy. That's right, your boy. Everybody knows you're straight up detective, baby. Batman 169, second Silver Age appearance of the Penguin. CGC 8.5. 1,025 US dollars. This is a key collector hot 10 runner up. Now, dude, I don't care what issue it is. It could be from issue 1 to 200. You could say any numbers, man. There's just something about these Silver Age Batman covers. I just love them, man. I could literally enjoy any cover. And this one here, I'm not too sure what's going on with Penguin riding his umbrella and stuff, but regardless, you got the second Silver Age appearance of the Penguin, and it sold
exactly.
for 1,025 US dollars, man.
I'm gonna tell you right now. So I've always had this book. Super slept on book, bro.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the Penguin series when it comes out. I
Oh
thought
yeah.
Colin Farrell freaking killed it. Bro. He destroyed it. I thought that he freaking. I don't think they could have picked anybody better, bro. So I'm really looking forward. It gives me that Sopranos vibe. But this book right here, dude. I mean, this is. I'm gonna be honest with you. As a Batman fan and owning a lot of freaking Silver Age Batman stuff, there's some covers that I'll tell you are so damn corny
Ugh,
because of the Comic Code Authority and how they
yeah.
had to just go and fuck up everything for the world.
Yeah.
All these covers could have been so much better, but this one again just kind of shows you slight corniness, where
Yeah.
it's like you got the fat ass penguin riding on the damn flimsy ass umbrella with a rocket, and
Yep.
it's like, come on,
Yep.
you could have done better for it, damn it, but still, nonetheless, again,
But
just a beautiful book.
but that's what I'm saying is like I don't know what it is. No matter what's happening on these covers, no matter what issue it is, I just love the covers. They
And
always
and the
stand out.
purple, and the
Yeah.
purple that's always associated to the penguin from back then.
Yep.
That's what like sets this book apart from a lot of other books.
Yeah.
And this is again part of the corniness. So they always had these freaking not the regular colors like you would see on comic books. They would
Yeah.
always give you something like this, but this just fits so damn well, bro. I think a beautiful damn book, and honestly, man, a lot of y'all, if y'all would have known about it, you guys could have picked this book up for nowhere near that 1,025. I'll tell you that right now. Raw, you could have been for getting this one for like 180 bucks, 75. I used to see them around those price points. But awesome book. Do I think it's gonna, is it gonna maintain its value? Hard
Mm,
to tell because
yeah.
again, it's a second appearance, and sometimes second appearances aren't don't do too damn great. To be honest with
Second
you.
Silver Age. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, man, no, it's an awesome little book. But before we get on to more fun books, I just want to give a shout out, Comic Sheiks in the house. See many of you guys popping in, man, and I just want to shout you out. So much love, bro. Appreciate you being here. Derek C just swinging by. Of course, yeah, man. All the old, yeah, the color pop is what really makes it, man. I absolutely love it. But speaking color pops, Batman covers, we're going back to issue 5. This is what I'm saying, man. Now, first appearance of Linda Page. I really don't think anyone gives a shit about that, to be honest with you. This is issue number 5. But what's interesting is, Detective Comics, bro. Detective Comics, 27. You see Batman. You see all that fun stuff. You see him driving what is his Batmobile, right? Sort of. It was just a red car, right? That's pretty much what it was. But things progress, and in this particular issue, like you see in Batman 1 and so forth up until issue 5, like his vehicle is that blue, back in the 40s, bro. They had those beautiful antique cars, but in this particular
Mhm.
issue, the front of his car has the Batman head. I don't know if you've ever seen that. So
Yep.
it's pretty funny. I guess we can say this is where we started to see more development when it comes to the Batmobile. But I don't know, man. Batmobile had some weird designs out the gate, but regardless, CGC 8.0 over here sold for 11,700 US dollars. Number 10 on Key Collector's Hot 10. Again, corny cover. Batman looking evil as shit, right? On the balance scale right there with all the people he's playing with. You got Robin in the back. I don't know what he's doing. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, man.
But, again, if you compare this to everything once the Comic Code Authority came around, and you look at it at that. I mean, this for me is beautiful. I like the old school gangsters, everything, the scale. One thing that I don't know if anybody ever notices, this is Batman without his chest emblem. So these little things that set this apart from everything else.
Yeah,
So trust me, can't get a Batman number one. A Batman number 5 for me would be phenomenal to have. I would
yeah,
love to have this
bro.
book. I have come across it before, but way too rich for my blood at the time when I was looking at some of these. So I was like, yeah, I would want to, but then I also would love to keep my life because my wife would probably kill me if I told her, hey, I spent $11,000 plus. She'd freaking give me the people's eyebrow, and then I'd probably get the people's elbow
Yeah,
after
yeah. Rock bottom first, let me tell you. Um,
that. Exactly.
But yeah, man, no, it's another awesome book, man. Now it's funny because Linda Page, did you know there was like some kind of Batman movie that dropped like in the 40s?
Yeah.
This before Adam
Mhm.
West. I had no idea,
Yep.
and Linda Page is actually in that. So
Yeah.
pretty interesting. Now I want to go back to watch it. We'll see if Tubi has any of that.
And they do. They actually have it.
There you go. Okay,
Yeah,
cool. I'm
yeah,
gonna
yeah, they do.
definitely check it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah,
But all
this is
right,
there. You'll be surprised too with Tubi, bro. Tubi has I've been binging on Tubi absolutely everything. And
yeah,
everybody's like, bro, you're like a crackhead on Tubi. I was like, bro, they're giving you all the movies for free. I was like, I'll watch everything on there.
yep. That's right, man. Free crack, baby. But Nasha Venom's in the house and he's saying, sorry for being absent. I became a dad. So,
Yeah, congrats.
dude, don't even apologize. Enjoy every second because it flies, bro. It flies, man. Um, you're a dad. You know what it is, man.
Oh, dude, it's man, I listen, I love it. And then there's moments when I'm like
I
just
hate
like,
it.
oh
Yep.
my God.
Yeah.
Uh,
You know,
it's tough. It's
we
tough.
I put up the Christmas tree with a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old today. That's right, both my kids, and I thought of punting them at least three
Listen.
times. 3 times.
Listen, bro. Today, yeah, then me and you must freaking be thinking alike because because we were sick and everything, and we're just trying to just get over all this crap. We finally, started put up the tree, and of course, my daughters, what are they doing? 3 and a 5-year-old, they're like grabbing the damn bulbs and they're like clang, clang, and I'm like, yo, I'm about to kill you guys.
Yeah.
I'm like, stop, and
Yep.
man, nothing,
Yo,
bro. It's like talking to the wall.
I buy those expensive ass Hallmark Marvel and all that stuff. My son
Nah,
dropped
hell
the
no.
Spider-Man one today. It cracks. I'm like, man, I'm so
Oh
done.
damn.
I'm done. But yeah. Anyways, let's get back into the books. We got Green Hornet comics =1. Yes, the origin and first appearance of Green Hornet and Kato in comics. CGC 94 sold for $31,200 US. This was the cover price key of the week, and I want to say rightfully so, bro, because come across one of these books again from, I believe, the 40s, early 40s. It's got to be early
Yeah.
40s. 31,000 in a CGC 94. That's a very high grade. I don't even know how many exist on the census, to be honest with you. But yeah,
Yeah,
big sale right here, man.
hell yeah, and a gorgeous book, bro. This is another one that I'll tell you right now. I would love to have this in my collection, but again, too rich for my blood, bro. And even
Yep.
if I had that caliber money, like I'd still have that thought in the back of my head. I'd be like, I'm like, yo, I want it, but do
Yeah.
I want to spend that type of? Nah, man, this is a gorgeous book. Congratulations to whoever owns this,
Yep.
because that is one hell of a high ass grade on this, bro.
Yep. Now, Michael Baker, I hope you're not too far, because I wanted to say this was going to be the last book of the night, but no, it's not, because like I said, we got lists, we got multiple lists, but Michael Baker hits me up in my DMs and he's like, yo, look at this sale. So I made him the Baker Shaker, baby. Invincible #1, bro. First full appearance of Invincible and Omni-Man. CGC 98 sold for $4,250 US. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, the cartoon, bro.
Yep.
The cartoon is on point. I listen. I freaking. This is a book that again I own 2 copies of it. Regretted fucking selling it, bro.
Yeah.
So this day, regretted it. And just a freaking phenomenal freaking piece of work. Done by Kirkman. I know that there's a lot of drama and shit around Kirkman if he genuinely came up with this stuff, and who the hell knows? I don't
Yeah.
know. But again, just a great freaking series. And the cartoon is playing off massively. Do I think this one's gonna come back down to earth? It will, folks. It
Yeah.
will, 100%. And as much as a lot of people be like, yeah, but there's not a lot of copies. Trust me,
Yeah.
I've seen it. I've freaking just continuous. After the first season came up, everybody was crazy on it. It died down, then freaking book sank right back down.
Yep.
So yeah, be careful on this one. Buy it on the low if you
Yeah.
really want it.
No, for sure, man. It's funny. You talk Kirkman, bro. I could play this video 1,000 times, but when he just straight up blew the news about Steven Yeun playing
Oh
Sentry,
yeah.
zero fucks given. Check him
My
out.
good friend Steven Yeun is playing the Sentry in a movie.
No filter. Doesn't care. No emotion. I love it. But
Oh,
that's
man.
that's who
funny.
he is. Kirkman, I love you. Don't ever change, bro. Thoro, thank you for going through the market reports with me. We're gonna run right through some of the hot topics. That's the last little piece of stuff we have for you guys tonight. Very short list, not too much to discuss, but still some fun stuff. Regardless of the fact, I'm gonna ask you for the last time, Thoro. I want to hear it from here. I know you're feeling it. I'm gonna ask you if you're ready, and I want to hear that you, bro. Are you ready?
Yeah. Let's go, man. Let's
There
get
it
it.
is. All right, so hot topics of the week. Like I said, nothing too crazy, but there are a few that I definitely want to go over with you guys on. So first and foremost, I saw, we kicked off the week this week with, YTT saying something that, I don't know, it felt kind of trolling, to be honest with you. I couldn't tell if he was serious or not, but bottom of the barrel. That's right. So Taika Waititi had no interest in directing a Marvel movie. He took Thor Ragnarok because he was poor and it was a great opportunity to feed his kids. Guess what, Taika? I accepted my job because I wanted to be paid as well, bro. That's the way I read this. So I didn't take it bad. I know some people were up in arms and pissed off. But I also understand the other side of it, because Love and Thunder was a complete crock of shit. That's really where I think people get more upset, saying, what? You took this just for money? You didn't even read a Thor book? Because he does say it, right? Like in the article by, I think it was Variety that broke the news. He's like, yeah, I've barely even read Thor. And I think he read like 18 pages or some shit.
Yeah, it was just to get himself, like initiated with the character.
Yeah.
I again, I respect the fact that if he indeed was doing this, because he was saying like, yeah, this is how I really was, or if he's probably doing it because he's bitter. So it's one or the other. Um, but you could tell. I mean, what did he really put his all into freaking Love and Thunder? Absolutely fucking not. I
Yeah.
thought it was the most horrendous fucking movie where I actually ended up freaking respecting Thor 2 so much
Yeah.
more than watching this shit. Like
The Dark World. Yeah.
yeah, that's how bad this movie was, bro. It was one of those that I was just like, Christian Bale took on that project because of Taika Waititi and what he's done before in other movies. He thought
Yeah.
that he was gonna be that type of director. Apparently he didn't give a damn.
Yeah.
To me personally, I could care less, man. That we're done with this. I'm just glad he's not on anything else as far as Marvel, to be honest with you. So
Same, bro. I never want to see him back. But ironically, for someone who never even, who claims he just took a paycheck, Ragnarok wasn't too bad. It
no,
was really Love and Thunder that was horrific.
yeah, Love and
Yeah.
Thunder was the one. So that's when I started kind of thinking like maybe he's bitter
Yeah.
about Marvel letting his ass go. So so it could be more that than anything else than him being like, yeah, I need a paycheck.
Yeah, for sure, man. But hold on. So Chiapet's saying he's not bitter, he's not insulting his employees. Taika humor is like this. He's messing with the comic media. He's about to do a Star Wars movie, and Ragnarok is awesome. Yeah, Ragnarok is good. It's true that he does. I think he's going to be doing some Star Wars stuff. So I did find it weird to say that.
They nixed it.
Yeah.
They told him, they said that he wasn't going to do a project no more. Or I think that's why I'm saying that he might be bitter about this.
Yeah.
Because they were canceling that project that he had for Star Wars. So we'll see what the hell happens, man. It's again, I really wouldn't take this to the heart if you're a fan. And mind you, I'm a huge Thor fan. So yeah, I don't take this crap to heart at all. I was like, all right, man, then fuck you, bro. Have a nice day. Yeah, that's it.
Exactly. I think that's how we all read it. But moving on from this, what we have is actually some pretty good news, in my opinion, here. We have recently heard that, what's his name, Cretin, is no longer going to be handling Kang Dynasty. And a lot of people were tying that to what's happening with Majors at the moment. Now, we have the Loki creator, Michael Waldron, who's going to be writing Kang Dynasty. So that's some good stuff to hear, because I'll get into why I think it is, but very quickly, Michael Waldron has been tapped to write Marvel Studios' Avengers: The Kang Dynasty. Waldron had already been set to write Avengers: Secret Wars, the installment that would follow Kang Dynasty. So I'm kind of happy to see that he's gonna have his input fully now at pretty much at this point with both projects, because he has been dealing with the multiverse stuff already with Loki, right? So there was a big transition within the Loki series that took place, which I don't know how you felt about that. Season 2. I know, many people here watching know how I felt, but what do you think of Loki?
I liked it, bro.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people were like, "Yo, this is the greatest thing I've ever." You got to think about it. Why everybody would think it's great? Because you look at everything, all the garbage that we've been getting from Marvel.
Yeah.
So anything that is even, at best, better than what's been, everybody's gonna be like, it's the greatest thing. I thought it was good. I thought, I'm not gonna say, oh my god, I hate it. No, I thought it was really well done. I like that they're getting Michael Waldron to actually write the whole damn thing to include Secret Wars. I think that's probably the best idea. You don't want to veer off and then have one writer and then have another writer, and that's what's been fucking up for the MCU.
Yeah.
I like Michael Waldron to be that guy. I'm honestly, I'm not gonna put all my faith in on him.
Yeah.
Because I was not a fan of Doctor Strange, and I know that he was a writer on that.
Yeah.
And I thought that Doctor Strange could have been way better. And mind you, that was a movie I was looking forward to like big time.
Yeah.
So I can't put my faith in this dude, to be honest with you. Who the hell knows what's gonna happen to Disney after getting the big FU from good old Elon. So we'll see with that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he got the Elon thing was pretty intense, but it's funny you mentioned that, because we're gonna get into it in just a second. But the Loki stuff, like Chiapet says here, and this is what I do have the faith in, is that he set up all the rules here within what's happening within the multiverse. So he's already dealt with the Doctor Strange stuff. We saw how that left off with Clea and all that stuff. Now we've got Loki. So it's I like having that one guy now with the vision type thing rather than 10 people, like you said, and then everyone messing it up. Now you got the Elon for president after that 100%. But it's funny because check this out, man. That's right. Lack of chefs in the kitchen. So I don't know if you guys saw this, but the Disney CEO, Mr. What's his name? Bob Igor, or whatever his name is. Iger. He thinks the Marvels is underperforming because there weren't enough executives. He added that he would definitely step back as CEO once his contract is up in 2026. He said he's been fixing a lot of problems that the company has had and dealing with a lot of challenges, reiterating previous sentiments that Disney has been in a period of fixing after a year of layoffs and box office disappointments. No, that is definitely not why the Marvels is not doing well. In fact, almost anything cinema is not doing well, to be honest with you. Like if you're looking at I think Illumination is also going through some struggles with their recent drop. It's probably like one of the weakest they've ever had or something like that. So it's pretty much across the board. I don't think this is a lack of chefs in the kitchen. I just think cinema itself is not doing well. You were just talking about a certain application we're using to watch it. There's other things that I think factor as well in how, the box office numbers don't always draw. Yes, you'll have Barbie, where you have all the girls going out to go watch Barbie, or nerds like us going to watch Super Mario's with their kids and stuff like that. Those big movies will always hit. Will Marvel ever see the same numbers it did before? I don't know.
Nah, I think this was a sorry ass excuse, bro, and this didn't age well at all because, as everybody knows, this guy's already out. He's after everything that just happened with Elon again. Yeah, that's right, Elon for president, because he gave zero fucks at that very moment, which I thought was freaking hilarious. But I honestly, what would have changed for the MCU if Iger was there?
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing, bro. That's the reason why you have Kevin Feige. So they really can't say to me this was a sorry excuse, bro. Because if you have Kevin Feige, who pretty much is in the middle of absolutely everything and anything having to deal with Marvel, can't say that you didn't have anybody in the kitchen, bro. You had somebody cooking. The problem was that guy got kicked out of the freaking kitchen by Chef Ramsay because he couldn't cook up anything that well. So now this again, sorry ass freaking excuse. It's it's more of his way of saying like, here's the shit that bothers me with this. Let me start off with this. What bothers me about all this is more talk directed towards investors, because I used to be an investor for Disney. I used to have a shit ton of stock. I got rid of it, thank God, because the Disney stock has plummeted insanely. I would have lost out if I didn't get rid of my Disney stock at the time that I did.
Buy again, bro.
Oh, fuck no, bro. Not as long as any of these folks are here. What they need to do is stop hiring any Bobs. Yeah. Apparently the Bobs can't get the fucking job done. They had Chapek, then they went back to this guy, and now this guy's leaving. What are they going to hire another Bob? I was like, nah. Again, the big problem too is they got to think about everybody as a whole. People are not willing to spend money. People are being more conservative about their money. Nobody wants to go out to these events because they're like, bro, if you already bamboozled me on this damn movie over here, and this movie was hot trash, what the hell makes you think I'm going to go spend a shit ton of money at a movie theater to go watch this other movie of yours over here? All of that, and again, sorry ass excuse for the Marvels too. I've had a lot of people. That movie was not for me. I watched the bootleg of that shit. All right, and even then, I was like, what is the point of this movie? Where are we getting at? I'm not a Carol Danvers fan. The only time I was a Carol Danvers fan was in The Ultimates. That's where she was best as a team. So I thought maybe this might work out. Let me watch the bootleg of it. She's teamed up. It just wasn't. It wasn't what everybody's like. Again, this is just talk for all the investors to try to let the investors know, like, hey guys, we're working on this. We're gonna get back in the kitchen. That's all this shit is, bro.
Bob Feige. Yeah, no, I agree with you at 100%. Michael Baker saying the MCU peaked with Infinity War Endgame. It will never return to those levels of entertainment. I really think Marvel might see the last hurrah with Secret Wars. I really think that's what people are anticipating. we'll see after that if anything reset will hold longevity wise. But I think those are going to be the big ones, man. Kang Dynasty and obviously Secret Wars. In fact, I've said it many times. Everyone overlooks Kang Dynasty, anyways. It's like it doesn't even exist. Everyone's talking Secret Wars, right?
Mm-hmm.
We'll see, but yeah, I mean, the Marvels. I think the only real things they really laid out ground for was the incursion, and yeah, certain other little things, but that's about it. I don't want to go further than that. Damn, Bob's out here catching strays, exactly. But all right, we got spoiled with trailers this week, man, and
Yeah.
some of them look insane, bro. You got The Boys season 4, which looked wicked, man. It really looks like it's going to be a big one for The Boys. Fallout, that's going to be dropping in April 2024. Fallout, dude, felt exactly from video game to the big screen, or whatever you want to call it, silver screen, whatever. And then you have Furiosa, which we spoke briefly on, which is Mad Max. We saw the book within the market report, and that did, this made the needle move. But just before the show earlier today, we also got Kong and Godzilla. Dude, that looked
Mhm.
insane, man. The Kong,
Way better than way better than the other, Kang Godzilla. That I was surprised.
yeah,
And mind you, with the latest Godzilla installment, and yo, if y'all have not watched it, man, go and watch that movie. That movie, hands down, by far the best freaking Godzilla movie. And
uh,
and that's saying a lot because
yeah,
you got some great Godzilla movies prior. So it's gonna be interesting, bro. It's gonna
yeah,
be interesting to see what I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to reignite the flame, bro, of great content.
yeah,
These folks don't need it, bro. A lot of these streaming services are dying. Movie theaters are slowly dying.
yeah,
They need to freaking bring that freaking flame back. They just haven't gotten it. This is promising. Fallout, I'm looking forward to. I love the damn video game. I
same,
freaking played the living shit out of the freaking game.
yeah,
So when I saw this and I saw that, I was like, damn, I was like, this is like on freaking par with the video game. Somebody made me laugh because somebody left a comment on the Fallout trailer and was like, yeah, I heard the first episode's gonna be them picking the gender, picking what eye color, their hair color. And I was dead. I was like, yo, if they do that shit, I was like, yo, I'll skip the first episode. I'll wait for the second one. I thought that shit was hilarious.
no,
But now I'm looking forward to all of these projects, bro. Looking
yeah,
forward to everything.
and you were talking Godzilla, man. You were talking -1, right?
Yeah, -1. Yep.
Yo, I haven't had the opportunity to watch it yet because I was sick within the week.
Yeah.
We have one theater in town that's showing it. There's only one.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Damn.
man,
I'm gonna go
and
see it
I
in
gotta
theater,
make.
bro.
I have to make my way because I'm hearing nothing but
Yo,
explosiveness.
bro.
Yeah,
Freaking dope, dude. Dope. There was a little portion in the movie where the CGI was kind of a little wonky. I'm sure
yeah,
they're probably gonna fix it. But other than that, bro, freaking phenomenal, bro. Like I was like, yo, this is like the Godzilla movie
yeah,
we have been all waiting for, and I'm glad that I'm still here on this earth to be able to watch it
yeah,
and enjoy it. Because I was like, damn, they haven't been coming out with too many, with the exception of Kong and Godzilla.
yeah.
I thought that movie was freaking dope, but it wasn't like to the greatness caliber that this is,
Yeah.
-1. But yeah, yo, I'm telling you, even if you're not into kaiju, anything like that,
Go.
watch this movie. I'm
Yeah,
telling you, you'll end up becoming a fan, and you'll be like, holy shit. And I'm
yeah,
surprised that Godzilla books. I haven't been seeing people, Godzilla books on the list after this movie because that movie that should be igniting all, the Godzilla #1 and everything like that. But
yeah.
yeah, I haven't seen anything.
Godzilla 1 actually did make the cover price list and a few other lists a couple weeks ago with the announcements that have been coming. There's Monarch, right? That's
Yeah.
also going on.
Yep.
There's now Godzilla Kong that's going to come out, but Godzilla -1, bro. I actually had somebody by the name Infamous Jeb on my
Mhm.
show, and when news broke, he's probably the only guy, like literally been talking about it for almost a year, like since they
Mhm.
started the announcements in Japan. Like, yo, I'm telling you, it's gonna be the best one. I'm telling you, it's gonna be the best one, bro. The guy
That's what's up.
seems to be spot on. Spot
That's
on.
what's up, man. Nah,
Yeah,
definitely. Oh, I'm telling you, if you have not watched it, man, do yourself a favor, watch it because that movie was so fucking dope. And I was like, thank God, because I have not seen anything good. That's why
Yeah.
I'm binging on Tubi, and I'll
Yeah.
end up watching Bloodsport like 50 times already.
Yeah,
So
Bloodsport.
exactly.
Good call, man. But all this to say, we got some banger trailers in the last week, the last couple of days, and although there's only one MCU movie dropping next year, 3 Sony titles that are dropping, which I don't know if anyone cares about Sony at this point. I don't know what to tell you. And I believe we've got some DC dropping next year, but lots of great content and other stuff coming our way as well, man. So looking
Oh, yeah.
forward to all this. Now, Thoro, I was gonna wrap up the show with this, but I gotta add one more because you're the Batman guy, bro, and a lot of people have been going bananas over this week, and it's this right here, man. That's what's up. The debate we never knew we needed. Remember the blue and gold dress that everybody was confused about in 2015? That's where we're at with this particular cover, and here you go, man. So this is the debate that's been going on this week, and now it totally blew my mind. Thorough. Which way did you think he was originally, to be honest with you? I don't know.
Yo, so for me, it's always been to the left.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, to the left. And the reason why I say that is just because anytime that I've freaking seen this damn thing, I've always was like, you look at the thunder. So the thunder, the lightning and everything in the background is supposed to giving you that flash of light and will make it look like a shadow. So you know that in any comic book cover, when do they freaking truly draw the back of somebody unless they're doing some pose where they're like, giving their back, but they have their head facing, like what you see with Lobo, for example. Lobo covers are notorious for that. And that's probably like one character I could tell you, bro, from all my knowledge in comic books that I know who has been drawn showing their backside is Lobo.
Yeah.
Batman, never, bro. So for me, it's always gonna be the left side, bro. I'm gonna, and even I don't even has anybody even asked Frank Miller, like which one is it?
I don't think so. I haven't seen Frank Miller come out to be like, this is the way it was drawn or anything, but it's just crazy to see now that, somebody did the actual lines and stuff like that. They broke it down, and now
see this plays with you.
It does.
Plays with you.
It pisses me off, man, because they ruined this cover for me. And now I'm looking at Batman and he's got the Hulk Hogan thing going on. I'm like, no, I don't know what's going on. But yeah, man.
And then you remember too when they did what was it? Was it freaking a Justice League movie? So when they did, remember when he jumped and they put off this scene, which way was he facing there? Which way was Ben Affleck facing? He was facing towards the screen. So I'm gonna have to ride with that, bro. I'm gonna have to ride with that.
That's good, man. Yeah, that's a good perspective to
you see, Comic Grader said it's supposed to be the left side.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, there you go.
100%. So I'm glad we're all in agreement here now.
But that don't look, and the cape is back there.
Yeah, exactly.
So we can't, as much as people want to try to portray it as like, this will fuck you up, but I mean, you look at the cape, bro. The cape is in the back, so we really can't be like, unless they change this somehow and drew the lines to outline the cape, and without drawing the back the way it is right here, then that would fit perfectly. Yeah. But I'm gonna have to ride with the left, bro. That's it all day.
100%, man. But Thoro, bro, I appreciate you swinging by. That was the show, guys. Hot Topics. Had a blast with you.
Likewise.
It's been a while, man. Last time we actually had the opportunity to hang out was on Comic Kingpins, which has been years ago. I would say almost 2 years ago. So just to put it in perspective, now you always pump out some of the best content, always going straight to the point, as you guys saw, brutally honest, whether you like it or not. And that's one of the main reasons I always respect anything you say or do on YouTube, man. So of course you'll be dropping some content very soon, I imagine. You got anything planned for this week? What's up?
And I know a lot of people are all about the controversy and the drama and everything like that. I'm trying to get back into comic book stuff. I listen, I'm having a blast right here. That's why I appreciate Black Crown inviting me on here. I miss this. But at the same time, like everything that's happening and all that, all the drama, whatever you guys want to call it, it has to be, a freaking light has to be shined upon it. Yep. Because if you don't, shit is just gonna continue. I mean, everybody's getting tired. Yeah, trust me, I'm right there with you guys. But if we freaking start taking our foot off the gas pedal,
Yeah.
it's not gonna do nothing. People are just gonna continue. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm a competitive motherfucker, and I refuse to lose.
Yeah.
So I got to keep going at it. I got to be freaking hitting the hammer on the nail, bro, all day.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'll see what what's gonna come up. Just sometimes the streams come up random because I get a lot of information from a lot of shit. Like they had LA Comic Con, which was controversial in
Yeah.
itself right now. A lot of people that were messaging LA Comic Con in reference to these little bootleg books that I 100% agree on. Like and this is where we could have a whole conversation about this, and this is something that I even want to bring up on the channel. This is the pivotal moment where I don't ever want to hear artists complain
Yep.
that their shit is being stolen, that they're freaking, that because now you guys sound like the biggest hypocrites out there when it comes to art. Because now I'm seeing a lot of these artists, because it's a quick pay, easy scheme type of thing, that they're working with a lot of folks and just pumping out all this garbage. And now everybody's like, I mean, he's putting out all these Pokemon books,
Yeah.
all this, I think, what is it, Nightmare Before Christmas, some other stuff that was out there too. And I just, all I could do is laugh, because I was like, yeah, artists can't complain. I don't want to hear no fucking artist complain that, oh, why can't people steal my freaking artwork? And I was like, you're stealing IP.
Yeah.
It's like, come on. So yeah, it's something I definitely would want to ask the chat and ask, everybody out there, including you, bro. Like, because I know people said, hey, it's getting tiring. I'm over this, and I get it, but at the same time, man, if we weren't, putting the damn, foot on the freaking gas pedal like we do,
Yeah.
this shit's just always going to continue to be that way. Because even when Epic goes on his live streams and he does his shit, he's always, bragging about shit. Like, he made people, mind you, there was WinterCon this weekend in Queens. He was at WinterCon in Queens.
Yeah.
Then he's playing it off like if he was at LA Comic Con, and he's like, I'm here at the show and this, that. And I'm like, bro, you're not even there. Like, how you gonna start making these claims? I know exactly where you at, bro.
Yeah.
And so when you start seeing things like that, it's like he plays off on the bullshit, and he tries to make himself seem like this fucking hero sort of shit. And at that point, I don't give a fuck if I'm like, like I said, this is why I love Batman. Not everybody agrees with him being a vigilante. Not everybody agrees with the way that he freaking handles his beef with the villains.
Yep.
That's how I feel, bro. It's, so that's how I look at it. But we'll see. Maybe something will come up this week, but I want to get back to the comic book part of things. I've been slacking on because of all the information. I wake up every day, dude. My freaking DMs is like flooded because everybody's like, bro, there's this going on. Here's some other scammers, and I'm like, fuck my life. I'm like, yo, this is a lot of shit. But at the same time, it's like you have to say something, bro, because if not, that whole just stupid shit just continues, and it will never cease to stop.
Yeah, my suggestion, if you want to know 100%, and we could have cut the show off and spoken about this backstage, but straight up, man, I think what the community, well, the hobby needs is more people like this, like yourself, calling things out for what it is. Open invite, man. It's no bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, you're calling it as it is. Now, we since you brought up Epic, I'm just gonna shine some light on it, man. I think he would be a superstar at my local flea market. I'll be honest with you. I think that's the type of guy he is. That's exactly what it is. Do I agree with anything he does? No. I think the people that now are in, allowing him or giving him a platform need to step up. That's the reality. I think now, cut it at its knees and just get to the point is my theory. But when it comes to Thoro, man, Thoro doing his thing and kicking ass on YouTube, everything you're doing, everybody here appreciates, man. Whether it's
appreciate
myself,
it, bro.
my chat, or you see it, man. You see the views, you see how many people show up and represent. So it's something that everybody here appreciates. And of course, we love comics. If ever you want to talk comics, bro, 100%. Everybody's here for that too, man.
Hell yeah, definitely, man. And again, like I said, you guys keep me motivated, bro. You know, for me, it's like I said, I'm that type that I would still keep going because I'm not one to be, you know, in the face of defeat, like they like to say.
Yeah.
So you know, like Michael Baker's like, bro, need a Transformers G.I. Joe video. Trust me, I want to, Michael. But all this stuff that's happening right now, I mean, it just all keeps coming out. It keeps coming out more and more shit. On top of that, there's people now, you know, that want to come out and they're willing to speak out against a lot of the shit that's going on. And I know, you know, a lot of people, you know, the reception to it has been like all over the place. If you ever,
Yeah,
yo,
pretty much.
listen, man. I will fucking I will call out absolutely everything. That's what got me on my journey on my show, bro,
Yeah.
on my channel. That's what got it started.
Yeah.
You know, I always make reference to it. I tell people I used to watch Comic Tom. I used to watch all these people, but then once I started seeing the bullshit, that's when I was like, yo, enough is enough, bro. Like, if you think that I'm gonna sit there and be, you know, and be like with the whole investing in these books and doing this, like what I fell upon, you know, we all fell for those gimmicks. We all fell for the
Yeah.
FOMO. But you know, just to keep it real honest, it's like I tell everybody, I'm not for everybody, bro. But I will say I've had people who unsubscribe, then they subscribe again, and they're like, yo, bro, I always thought that you were just angry and this. I was like, nah, man, it's like I'm passionate.
Yeah.
And to see people kill, you know, like the nostalgia of something that I love so much, like comic books. And this is where I start to sort of say, like, you know, it sort of kind of falls in line with like something that you just talked about, for example, right? You were just talking about Sony, right? You were
Yeah.
saying, hey, does anybody even really care that Sony's coming out with 3 movies? So here's how I look at it. Sony comes out with those 3 movies, they're all garbage. What is everybody's perception going to be down the road? That
Yeah.
everything related to comic books is garbage.
Yep.
And that's what I don't want. If
Yep.
you have a guy like Epic who's bringing in garbage, the rest of the world, to include people who are new to the hobby, they're going to look at it the same way and they're going to think like,
The
bro,
hobby is garbage.
exactly.
Yeah.
And I don't want that, bro, because this hobby right here, it means not only a lot to me, it means a lot to you, to a lot of the people in the chat right now,
Yep.
people that are watching this on a rewind. It means a lot to us because it gets us away from the realities of life. And mind you, the realities of life are going to always be
Yep.
there. But yeah, you see, and that's what it is. But that's the reason why I think I just go so hard in the paint when it comes to this shit, is because of that.
Yeah.
It's not me being angry. It's literally just freaking being on point with, you know, like just freaking trying to calm the storm before it gets bigger, you
Of
know?
course.
So that's honestly what it is. But, you know, like I said, this is a wonderful freaking hobby.
Yep.
And in all honesty, this is why, like, I continue to say, like, I know people are like, yo, we have a community in this. Yo, listen, I wouldn't even call it a community. Call it a friendship. Call it, you know, like like-minded people like ourselves who get together and we all enjoy what we talk about. But for the most part, yeah, it's not really community, because in the end, everybody looks out for themselves.
Yeah.
Like, people are always, you're gonna have the few people that are gonna be like, yeah, you know, like I'm here for you guys. I'm definitely gonna be, you know, I'm definitely doing this because of you guys. And then you got the other ones that could care less. They'd be like,
Yeah.
yo, I'm just doing this to make a name for myself.
Yeah.
You'll hear this all the time, but people won't ever say that directly, because then people are gonna say, oh yeah, you're just another scammer,
Yeah.
you know, and that's all that's, you know, another grifter, like they all like to say. And that's the shit that just like it drives me nuts, bro. So it's, you know, it's one of those spaces, yeah, like comic fan, bro. Nah, ain't nothing like that. I've seen the, you know, the good side and the bad side of comic books. I've been behind the scenes before I even came on YouTube and started doing YouTube, of all this shady shit that used to happen. And when I used to see that, I was like, bro, that would discourage absolutely anybody. You know how many people that are part of the Savage Army who hit me up and it's like, yo, bro, I stopped collecting comics,
Yep.
but in the end, I still watch you. I love how you talk about things, but I stopped collecting comics because of assholes like that.
Yep.
And what service is that doing for any one of us? It's like they
Yep.
prey on absolutely everybody. That, again, rinse and repeat, bro. You bring in the new people, they gotta go.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, it's back and back again and back
Yep.
again. And then same people get freaking bamboozled, and they're the
Yep.
same ones that are like, I gotta walk the fuck out. I'm done with this shit. I
Yep.
can't do it.
Dude, I saw a lot of that, man, especially within the pandemic, man. In the pandemic, I saw a lot of people capitalizing. You know, shops
Yeah.
also weren't getting new comic books, right? So we
Yep.
had some shops that were doing some scummy things. It is what it is, right? Um, Capitalizing on FOMO and pressuring, not pressuring, but it was pressure tactics, right, to get people to buy books. And a lot of people got burned. And by the end of the pandemic, look how many people are dropping their collections. Like, yo, I'm done. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I that's why I say yes. What you're doing, I know you do miss the comic side of things, and definitely
Yeah.
I look forward to seeing you do a lot more of that. If ever you want to do stuff, I'm always available. But
Of
um,
course, bro. Hell yeah.
but also when it comes to the dirt, bro, I think the platform and your voice, the community definitely appreciates
Yeah.
it well, man. And it's funny because Lefteros, he's here in the chat. I shit you not, and I said we could be doing this not live. We could be doing this
Yeah. Exactly.
backstage, but putting it out there, man. He said it as well. Very few, people out there that are keep it real at 100, man. And I
Yeah.
think we need to stick together, and that is one
Yeah.
thing.
Exactly.
That's one
And
thing that
that's when it becomes a brotherhood. You know
yeah,
what I mean? A brotherhood. It becomes. I don't call it a community, bro, because communities break.
yeah,
That's why I'm not a big. I'm not too fond of that word.
yeah.
Because if people truly want to know, yeah, like I mean, you look up at any community. Look at The Walking Dead, for example. Great example of communities. How many of those communities do you see just fucking fall apart?
Yep.
Because they also is like, no, I want to be the leader. I want to be this. I want to be that. That's why I don't like that word.
Yeah.
But when you have a brotherhood, partnership, those are strong words. Things that you wanna, that you wanna have present. So that's why I bring that up. But nah, man, listen, I appreciate you a ton, brother, for having me on here. This has been a break
Of course.
from the typical that's been going around, and keep doing your thing, dude. I've been, like I said, I'm always impressed by a lot of people on YouTube. I've seen a lot of people doing their things. Even if you don't have a YouTube, it's like I tell folks, man, and you want to try to start it. We all, man, listen, my first videos, they're still up there. My
Yep.
videos, man, them shits was garbage. Like I don't even want to look at them shits. I tried watching them. I was like, I'm turn this shit off.
Yeah.
Yeah, but nah, dude, I encourage everybody. If you have a voice and you want to be heard, just go out there talk. But speak the facts.
Yeah.
Don't ever be discouraged or worried about what others are gonna fucking think. Everybody's gonna think about something. That's why I don't care. Like for me, I say it. I'll go to sleep at night.
Yep.
No matter what the fuck comes out of my mouth. Like as long as I know it's the truth and I did my research on it and everything like that, I go to sleep like a baby at night, bro. I don't even think about it.
Exactly, man. But this week you've been going to sleep a little harder because of the Robotus and the Buckleys
Oh,
and all
dude,
that good
that
stuff,
shit's
right?
Jesus Christ, dude. I'm over here wanting everything under the sun just to get rid of all this damn mucus
There you
that's
go,
freaking
man.
killing me, man.
Thorough, I appreciate you, bro. Always a brother.
Yeah,
Anytime you
likewise.
want, you're more than welcome. And yeah, man. Thanks again for tonight's chat. Everybody
Appreciate it,
who
bro.
stuck around, man. Appreciate you all being here. Derek saying love the show as always. Peace, everyone. Collect what you love. Yeah, all that fun stuff. Nice meeting you, Thorough. Derek, goes without saying, man. Go
Likewise, man.
subscribe. Yeah, man. Go show some love. TK, I will hopefully see you tomorrow, sir. But for everyone else, guys, I will be back next Sunday. I'll be announcing my guest very shortly. I'll let you know in 2 weeks. Miss Bird City is going to be hopping on. So you guys just got a little spoiler right there. So if whoever stuck around for this show, you just heard. But yeah, man, keep an eye out. I'll be dropping a lot more stuff. And of course, go show Thoro some love. Keep an eye out because he's always dropping content, even at random, man. And it's some of the best shit out there, man. So
I
much
appreciate it,
love,
brother.
Thoro. Chat, guys. Peace out. I'll see you next Sunday. Later.
Goodbye, Canada.